My dear friends, this is my book of memoirs that Paavo found. It's now being reconstructed by my elves, but some parts are ready and I'll be reading them to you now.
Paavo the reindeer went out looking for Lapland lichen for his lunch. His little half must have hit something. Santa's memoirs was his first hunch. The manuscript is old and broken. It needs a long and good repair. But I can say in the same token, far back in time it makes us fair. Now look through your fairy tale eyes, and you'll be getting up to speed. To your joy you begin to realize this journey's all the fun you need. Page after page.
The secret of Christmas miracles. Look through your fairy tale eyes.
I'll tell you how this impossible became possible and also how the reindeer learned to fly. It was like a miracle and still is. We didn't know when we adopted goodwill that it was the beginning of a very many miraculous things. You must look through your fairy tale eyes to be able to understand what I'm going to tell you now. A real hypercycle of great events began. It started with small things, but soon turned into a grand festival of miracles. Some things I don't understand myself even today. Let me tell you about the reindeer. All of a sudden, the reindeer had 1,000-league shoes in their feet and wings on their backs. Unexpectedly, they started to rise into the sky. Looking alarmed, some were mooing with fear. Of course, they were not very good pilots at first. Even Paavo and Rudolph were bumping into trees and hills and all over the place. But they soon got the hang of it and were flying fast, and we had to hold on to our hats when they flew by. We soon had a real Santa's flying squadron, ready to go. Without a warning, they were able to jump over mountains and fly like birds in the air at the speed of the wind. All through the year, my reindeer are just ordinary lichen eaters, but when we start talk about Christmas at the end of summer, everything changes. Suddenly, they get superpowers out of nowhere. I think all this began to happen because the reindeer were also working as Christmas agents for the sake of goodwill. Indeed, it's goodwill that carries them into awkward places at difficult times. Superpowers are simple. If you're good, and by doing good things, you get powerful. This is our secret, as simple as that. So be good, and you'll see. Then something inexplicable happened to us old elves, all the ones who had been there to create Christmas. I repeat, to understand what I'm telling you, you have to look through your fairy tale eyes. Dead Moroz, the man of frost, Saint Nicholas, Père Noël, Julenissen, Tomten, Weihnachtsmann, Grandma Santa, and I, we all became ageless. And so did several other elves and reindeer. We started living longer. It became out of the goodwill of people. In their tales and minds over and over the centuries. Looking through their fairy tale eyes, children have kept us alive. Goodwill is a strong power, I can tell you. Our beards have grown longer, Hair turned grey, then white. But we had superpowers. Soon came our 500th birthday, and now we are almost 1,000 years old. That is an amazing story in Santa's glory.